Welcome to your PWC Connections, a monthly look at Fayetteville's hometown utility, the Public Works Commission of the City of Fayetteville. I'm Carolyn Justice Henson with PWC and host for today's show. October is a special month for municipal electric utilities like PWC. It's the time of the year that public power communities celebrate the benefits of having a locally owned utility. In today's Inside PWC, we'll learn all about what public power means to customers, not only here in Fayetteville, but across the U.S. Then we'll hear how PWC was recently honored as one of the top public power providers in the country. In today's Community Connection, the United Way of Cumberland County shares with us a community-wide effort to help ensure our youth have positive role models and adults they can turn to. The United Way and many organizations are working together to find volunteers to mentor kids. Stay tuned to learn just how 1 hour a week can make a huge impact in someone's life. The weather is finally getting cooler, and while that's a welcome sight for many of us, some in our area may struggle with heating their homes because of poor insulation or air leaks. In today's Conservation Corner, learn about the local weatherization program that can help income-eligible residents make improvements to their homes so they can reduce their energy use and their energy bill. And while saving money is on your mind, just in time for the holidays, PWC is bringing back its Holiday Light Incentive Program. It promises to put money back in your pocket so you'll have more cash to put towards presents, while at the same time lowering your energy bill. So stay tuned for all that, plus the wise advice of our friend Gabby.
Most Americans know little about the origin of the electricity they use in their homes and businesses. For most people, there isn't a compelling need to know very much. Most of the time, electricity is reliably delivered right to their homes when they need it. Working quietly and safely, it heats and cools, illuminates the darkness, entertains, and allows instantaneous communication around the globe. It's tough to think of a process, product, or service that doesn't use electricity. And electricity is a good value. Nationwide, electricity still counts for less than 3% of total annual household expenditures, a percentage that hasn't changed in the last 25 years. Furthermore, Americans don't know much about their electric utility. They purchase the electricity they receive and consume through a process that is almost completely hands-off. They receive a monthly bill and make a payment. Beyond that, the relationship with their electricity provider is probably limited to recognition of a logo and business name and the occasional phone call to obtain information and report problems. For the more than 46 million Americans who receive electricity from a publicly owned utility, the relationship with their electricity provider is special because they are also stakeholders in that utility and have a voice in how their electricity is obtained and delivered. At its heart, public power is an expression of the American ideal of local people working together to meet local needs. Public power was born in the early 1880s, just as the idea of electric lights for public streets, homes, and businesses was born. Community leaders throughout the U.S. recognized the important opportunity and responsibility of electricity production and distribution and formed their own public power systems, rather than rely on privately owned businesses to provide this essential community service. Since then, public power utilities have evolved along with the electric utility industry, growing in scale and complexity, improving availability and quality of services, participating in public policy formation, supporting the communities they serve, and providing an essential benchmark for their privately owned counterparts in the industry. Public power utilities are motivated by the benefits of local ownership and control. Today, there are more than 2,000 public power utilities in the U.S., serving communities as small as Shelley, Minnesota, with fewer than 100 customers, and as large as Los Angeles, California, with more than 1.4 million customers. Most public power utilities are owned by cities and towns, but some are owned by counties, public utility districts, and states. Although different in size and location, they all have a common purpose: providing reliable and safe not-for-profit electricity at a reasonable price while protecting the natural environment. At the heart of public power is democratic governance, the practice of involving community stakeholders in policy decisions so that utility services are in tune with customers' needs and values. In public power communities, decisions on vital services affect every home and business and are made through the local democratic process, which takes place at the ballot box and by participation in city council and utility board meetings, public hearings, citizen advisory committees, task forces, and other public forums. Democratic governance works best when local leaders understand and can explain to others what their public power utility means to its customers and the community it serves. How do citizen customers of public power utilities feel about the benefits of local ownership and control? Their answers are likely to be as varied as the communities they represent.
Because we have our own electric utility, we know the people who work there and how to reach them if we have a question or problem.
Our electric service is very reliable, but if the lights do go out, I know that the crews will respond quickly.
Our public power utility contributes to the economic vitality of this community because of the people it employs and the goods and services it purchases locally.
The people who work at the electric utility are our friends and neighbors. We see them at work and at other places in the community. We know that they care as much about this community as we do.
Our utility doesn't operate to make a profit for distant shareholders. The customers are the shareholders. That allows our utility to make a significant financial contribution to our city government, and we still pay reasonable rates for our electricity.
Our electric utility is a recognized leader when it comes to renewable energy resources and energy conservation, because that's what we want here.
We're in an area where the natural beauty is an integral part of our community and our economic base. Our utility employees have a vested interest in being responsible stewards of the local environment.
Our City Council serves as both the corporate board and the regulatory authority for our electric utility. Because they understand our needs and interests, they are in a much better position than the State Public Utility Commission to provide appropriate oversight.
These statements illustrate what public power can do when citizens work together to meet their needs. In addition, public power utilities throughout the nation work collectively through the American Public Power Association, as well as regional and state associations and organizations, to support policies and legislation that put customers first and ensure a stable supply of electricity while protecting the environment. A fundamental philosophy of public power is that the public sector has a special obligation to meet the interests of consumers by promoting innovation and efficiencies to improve service. As a result, public power utilities and their communities throughout the U.S. are leading change in the electric utility industry by increasing use of renewable energy resources, developing innovative approaches to energy conservation and load management, acting voluntarily to protect the environment, and deploying smart meters, electric vehicle charging stations, and other cutting-edge technologies. With more than 130 years of successful operation, public power is a durable public institution with an enviable track record of success. More importantly, it is a thriving segment of the electric utility industry. Public power has demonstrated its ability to lead change in ways that reflect the underlying strength of its core values: community service, customer orientation, and local control.
Well, the Scattergood Award is an award given by the American Public Power Association, and it's in honor of E.F. Scattergood, who used to work for the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power. And he was also instrumental in formation of the American Public Power Association itself, which is a trade association for municipal systems, over 2,000 of them in America. And he served as president in 1947. Of that organization. So it's very prestigious. Very few of these type of awards are around. This year they gave one out to us and to a smaller community. Just two of them were given out. And it represents a lot of hard work by the utility and its employees, as well as the customers who are out there who are served by the utility. Well, the customers are benefiting from the fact that they are being served by one of the best run utilities in the country. And that's what this award recognizes, is the fact that there's a continual process that the utility goes through to make sure that the utility customers are served well, the rates are reasonable, and that the outages, things like that, are very short in comparison to other utilities. So the efficiency of the organization really means that the customers benefit from all those types of efficiencies. The Public Works Commission, which is owned by the City of Fayetteville, is the largest municipal electric system in the state of North Carolina. By being that, the other utilities in the state look to Fayetteville to see what they are doing and how we are doing it. Being the largest, we're the only one who actually owns and operates a power plant in the state of North Carolina. And the citizens of Fayetteville can be proud of the fact that it is one of the best run utilities in the country. And when you have a third party like the American Public Power Association do the evaluation of how your utility is run, and they look not only for what you do today, but what you've been doing in the past and looking into the future, it shows that Fayetteville PWC is one of the best in the country. Well, we had to present information to the American Public Power Association that verified the operations and the practices of the utility for years in the past. And we've been very involved in the association for many years. I'm actually on the board of directors. Been there for 3 years now, serving another term of 3 years. We've had a number of our employees who've been active on different committees and served as chairman of committees. So the association is well aware of PWC and some of the things that we're involved in, as well as we've had part of our employees have made presentations at association meetings and discussed the different types of programs that we've implemented here and shared that information with other utilities. Well, we are a member of what's called the DEED program at the APPA, and we've actually gotten some grants to do different types of things. We had a voltage calculator that was done. We got an award for that separately, as well as the fact that they helped pay for us to do that research, which made it very nice. One project that we've been working on for a number of years now is what we call our Navigate project, which is a program where we are changing out basically all of our computer systems from finance to, it covered everything from payroll to human resources. But our most recent rollout is the customer care and billing system, which we believe that will be very beneficial for our customers and being able to provide them information so that they can make smart decisions on how they use their utilities. And so that is coming out, and we're developing new programs associated with this new software product that we have in place, and we're looking forward and believe the customers will benefit greatly from that. Well, in order for a utility to win this award, it really takes all the employees and the work that they do for the community. We've been recognized for community service a number of times by APPA. We have employees who win individual awards on a fairly regular basis compared to other utilities, which is great to have. But our employees are really dedicated to serving our customers, and they do that very well. And they do it, as an example, very safely. We presently are running over 3 million man-hours of work without a lost time injury, which is almost unheard of in our industry. So they do their work safely as well as they do it well. We've been recognized at the diamond level for the Reliable Public Power Association RP3 award, we call it, that demonstrates the type of work we do, the reliability of our system. And I'm just very proud. It's not just one person who can do this. It takes everybody, and all it takes is one person to injure 3 million man-hour record, or to cause somebody to get hurt, or for utility to be out of service for long periods of time. We've been able to have our folks actually respond and help other communities during emergencies. So we are very proud, and people who see our folks know that we're professional in what we do, and they appreciate us when we show up, and I appreciate the employees because they do an outstanding job for this community.
Mentoring Works. This is a program to help a child's esteem, to help them to have better grades in school. It's a program that someone will sit, an adult, and listen to this child. Most of these children need someone to listen to. That inspires them, that encourages them. This will help them improve their grades, their esteem, and everything else in their everyday life. It's so important that we mentor every and each child in Cumberland County that would like to have a mentor. The needs are in our elementary schools, middle schools, and high school. And it's important that individuals understand when we say mentoring, we're not saying tutoring. So this is a person or an adult that would just spend time with a young man, young lady, little boy, or little girl, just talking to them. And this is so important because a lot of them need someone just to communicate with. This is where when we say volunteering, we're not asking for a contribution, we're asking for an individual's time, just to spend as little as 1 hour per week with a child, to sit and listen. People don't realize a lot of these children have no one that they could just sit down and have a conversation with. And this is so important because the one thing that we do know is that we have gangs in our community. And it's very easy for gangs to recruit because they will listen to a child. Once the child gets in the gang, then the child finds out it's not what they were expecting. So this is one of the main reasons we're trying to recruit adults to sit with our children and just be a mentor, a listener. Dr. Till, superintendent of the Cumberland County Schools, pulled a number of individuals together, kind of like a think tank. And he had this idea about mentoring and to continue mentoring. And he said, we need to reach out to the Cumberland County community. And we felt like it was a great idea. And in doing this, we said, okay, how are we going to get the word out? And the individual can go to the United Way website or the Cumberland County School website and click on the agency that they would like to call and reach out to be a mentor to a student. The agencies that you will see on the website are the Boys and Girls Club, the Boy Scouts, Cumberland County Community Care, Cumberland County Schools, Find a Friend, which is under Fayetteville Urban Ministry, the Girl Scouts, Coastal Pines, Great Oak Mentoring, and the Pride Pack. United Way is involved with the school system because all of the children in the different programs are children that attend the Cumberland County schools. So it's a natural fit. And that's what made it so easy to bring them together. Plus the agencies are under the umbrella of United Way of Cumberland County. I think there will be police officers, firemen, employees from the city, county, PWC, retired military personnel. There will be school teachers, there will be doctors, lawyers. I think any professional person in Cumberland County, I think we'll have a number of individuals that will step forward. The most important thing is like PWC is doing is to get the word out. I think back to when I lived in Arizona and I mentored a homeless child. And the first time we met, he showed me his report card. It was basically EDDIED. And the first thing I said to myself, what have I gotten myself into? But I found out that the child needed someone to communicate with. Single home for mom that wouldn't listen to him. The next grading period, this young man made 6 A's and 1 B, and from then on straight A's. He just needed someone to talk to. If you're interested in mentoring, you may go on the United Way of Cumberland County website. You can click on our website, but you can click directly then on the agency or the school of your choice. And some of the schools will tell you particular things they would like for you to do when it comes to mentoring. Mentoring works. And I am challenging every professional person in Cumberland County to challenge a person at your workplace, your civic organization, your church, your running club, your swim club, and have them to challenge the next person. And if everyone will do this, every child in Cumberland County that would like to have a mentor will have a mentor.
The The Weatherization Assistance Program offered by the Cumberland Community Action Program helps reduce energy costs for low-income families by improving the energy efficiency of their homes. The program involves conducting an energy assessment to find out the most cost-effective improvements that need to be made on the home, and then making them at no cost to the household. If your home is drafty and cold in the winter, or particularly hot in the summer, then you may be in need of weatherization. High utility bills are another indication that weatherization is needed. If you meet the eligibility requirements, then this service is free to you. Call 910-223-0116 to learn more about the qualifications for the weatherization program. And now, stay tuned for an up-close look at how the weatherization program works.
The weatherization program is designed to help low-income families save on their utility bills by decreasing air infiltration into the home. What we do is we go out to the home, we do an energy audit, energy assessment on the home to check the ways that the homeowner is losing air or has air leakage. When we go into the home, we do a complete home assessment. We're going to check for any air leakage around windows and doors. We're going to do check to see if there's enough insulation in the home. We're going to make sure that the heating and air system is working properly in the home. We're going to make sure that the major appliances in the home are working properly, because that's a big way that homeowners lose energy, and it causes the electric bills to be sky high actually. Owen Tracy, he's our certified energy auditor. He goes into the home and he does a complete assessment. When he assesses the home, he checks the attic to make sure that you don't have a lot of air leakage, no water leakage there. He also checks under the home to make sure that you're not having a lot of water leakage or air leakage under the home also. We do vapor barriers in the home. We provide insulation in the attic, in the walls, and also under the home if needed. Each home has an individual need. Not all homes receive the same services. When the weatherization contractors provide the insulation into the home, we actually put the insulation in a machine that's called a hopper. We put it in there and it blows up into the attic. We make sure that there's no cleanup for the homeowner. We make sure that the home has the correct amount of insulation in the home and that all the services are provided. When our contractors leave the home, there is no mess for the client to clean up. We have a HVAC guy go out to the home and he does a complete evaluate, clean, and tune of that heating system to make sure that that system is functioning properly. If it is not functioning properly, we will repair or replace the existing unit in the home. We see a lot of families that don't have adequate heating systems in their home. They may work, but they may not be working properly. They may have holes in their ductwork. And once we went in and we made the weatherization changes in the home, these families had a great difference in their utility bills. Some even dropped from maybe $100 monthly. We also, when we come out to the home, we make sure that the home has the proper ventilation so that there's not a mold buildup. And we install some exhaust fans and also kitchen hoods. And we caulk around your vents, electrical penetrations, any wiring that you have, plumbing penetrations, to make sure that you don't lose a lot of air leakage there. All of our contractors are certified and have safety training, and we make sure that we take all precautions to do safe things in the home while we're in there. The contractors are very trusted in all homes. They have good customer service. They provide excellent services for the weatherization program. They're customer friendly, and they love doing their jobs. Typically, we do about 126 homes during a fiscal year. Under the weatherization program, the qualifications are that you have to be low income. We currently have increased the poverty guidelines to 200% poverty guidelines, so we're going to meet a wider range of people. We'll be able to serve more of our community under the 200% poverty guidelines. If you receive SSI, which is Supplemental Security Income, or TANF, Temporary Assistance to Needy Families, you automatically qualify for the program no matter your income. I can remember one incident, one client that I had. She was very, very grateful for the services. We actually went into her home and we did a whole house weatherization on her home. She had an older historical home in Sampson County. And the only services that we really provided for that home were insulation and air sealing. And to this day, she is really grateful. She's constantly hugging and kissing on me, telling me how grateful she is for the services to her home. And she had no idea the actual air leakage that she was losing in her home. She just loves the program. As far as helping people, my love for helping people has grown. I love to make a difference in these people's lives, and through the weatherization, I see a lot of that. I have a lot of clients that have a change in their situation because we improve their living arrangements. To find out more information about the weatherization program, you can contact myself, Sarita Morrissey, at 910-485-6923, extension 2.
PWC's new seasonal light incentive program kicks off October 1st. This exciting program offers PWC customers a bill credit of up to $40 if they swap out their old incandescent holiday lights with new LED lights. LED lights use up to 90% less energy and can last up to 40 seasons. They are more economical. Plus, they shine more brightly, so you'll have the best-looking holiday decorations on the block. Renters and homeowners are eligible for this program, and the lights may be purchased from anywhere, your favorite store or online. The program runs from October 1st to December 24th. All applications must be received prior to January 15th. Customers may dispose of their old light strands at the PWC Customer Service Center located at 955 Old Wilmington Road from 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. To learn more about this limited-time offer, including complete program details and applications, visit the PWC website today or call Customer Programs at 223-4600.
And I see Johnny and Paul and Brandy and Greg. Hi, boys and girls. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong show. Well, here we are again to answer another customer letter from one of the billions we get every single month here at Dear Gabby. And we just pick one at random, like this one. Dear Gabby, I've noticed some suspicious activity in my neighborhood. I think someone is stealing electricity, not from me, but PWC. Should I be concerned, Laverne? Dear Laverne, you surely should be concerned. Very concerned. Stealing electricity costs all PWC customers just like you and me. It's also very, very dangerous. PWC estimates that this year alone, they will have $250,000 in utility theft-related cases. When somebody steals utilities, it causes higher rates for us all. Utility theft can also be a safety hazard for everyone. Did you know many times after utility theft is detected, a fire hazard was discovered? Remember, utility theft is a crime, and you can help do something about it. You can help by reporting suspected theft to PWC. They've even got a utility theft hotline, 223-4088. So Laverne, be a crime stopper and call this number and save us all some money. You keep those cards and letters coming, and tune in again for your PWC connections. And remember, you can always catch your favorite show on the PWC website, FAYPWC.com. Until next time, I'm Gabby. More power to you.